first of all. Okay, don't talk to me. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast of and for the people, the greatest football podcast on earth, Real Francamente. My name is Franca. I'm your host, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Are you ready to buy us your football content? Let's go. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the first episode where I'm wearing a real kit. We've been wearing the Real Francamente merch until now. And look at this. It's extra appropriate for many reasons. We'll talk about that in a second. If you're not watching on YouTube, I'm wearing a kit. I'm wearing this kit from this team that I have a love-hate relationship with, which is the Red Bulls. But it's a gorgeous kit. If you're not watching on YouTube, go check it out or check out the selfies. It's the Red Bulls hip hop edition, the commemorative for the 50 years of hip hop edition kit, and it's gorgeous. It's got like graffiti. I don't know how they did something so great because everything they've been doing is shit. In terms of everything, decisions they're making, like everything the Red Bulls do is shit. But look at this kit, y'all. I'm obsessed with it, and it's justified because I didn't spend a single cent on it. So. But it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I had to start us off. That's not true. I actually had planned to wear a different kit, but my life is in shambles. I am a nomad. I have stuff in 17 different places. And so I am recording this wherever I can. We have no real set, but that's fine. We're adapting. And so I was graciously lent this kit, which is really, really beautiful though. I really like it. If I didn't have such a love-hate relationship with my team, I might even buy it myself, but for wearing, okay, beautiful. So right off the bat, I'm gonna tell you, all right? I'm gonna tell you what it is. Do not talk to me. Don't talk to me, okay? Don't even look at me, okay? Because the greatest thing that has happened, okay? The greatest possible thing that could happen, okay, is that the number one sporting event in the world, the number one sporting moment in the world is the World Cup final. And where's the World Cup final coming to, y'all? It's coming to Jersey, okay? It's coming to New Jersey. Football's coming home, okay? Let me tell you something for context, all right? I have 3 nationalities. Argentina, Uruguay, and New Jersey. Okay. I hate this country, but I fucking love Jersey. I'm the biggest, like, I'm like the Jerseyest Jersey girl. Okay. And I never even realized it till I left. And others would point stuff out. Okay. I'm back now, so no worries. I am like, you can't tell me nothing. Okay. You can't tell me nothing. It is the number one sporting event in the world. The World Cup final is literally, like, there's no higher honor. Okay. And it's coming to East Rutherford, New Jersey, baby. Okay. Get your Taylor ham, egg and cheese bagels ready. All right. I just cannot with the glory, the honor, the salt of the haters. The tears of the haters powers me. It empowers me. There's so many tears. Let's break this down a little bit, okay? Don't talk to me. First of all, okay, don't talk to me. There is nothing you could say. Like, I am hanging on by a thread these days, okay? And recently, the thread is that event Okay, was Jersey getting the World Cup final? And let's talk about it because first of all, let's talk about that farce of an announcement like show that they did that had fucking Kim Kardashian in it. Okay, that had fucking Kevin Hart in it. All right, it had Drake in it. Drake? Like, are you like what? What the? There's so many figures you could have called on, okay, to do this, and that were irrelevant to football, right? And like you chose. I mean, the whole thing was a farce. Why was Infantino wearing what I called in the vein of a hoodigan or a cardi hood, which was our previous word, right? Collectively for the cardigan that Pep wore. Um, why was he wearing what I called a hoodie blaze? Okay. It was like a suit jacket, like a blazer hoodie. Like it's disgusting. He tries so hard to be cool. He's a fucking asshole. So they do this whole farcical thing. Now, I have to say that there were rumors that the final was gonna take place in Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas. I mean that listen, and like people believed it. They were like, and I knew I had a hunch that that there was something awry with that. Okay. Because last week Infantino was in New York, New Jersey, which like it's East baby. Baby, you're in Jersey. That is East Rutherford. You mean to tell me we're gonna have to explain to Europeans what Secaucus is? What is Secaucus? Okay, we don't even know. Is it a real place? I don't even. What is Secaucus? None of us people in Jersey don't even know what Secaucus is. All right. So, but anyway, we'll go back to the memes in a second. So, the rumors were it was going to be in Dallas, and I was like, it wasn't announced yet. Like, why do we jump so on the thing with like rumors? Right? It's just a rumor. Blah blah blah. And lo and behold, the announcement comes. We're watching this fucking farce. I was like, just get on with it. I don't care, right? And then it gets announced that the World Cup final is indeed coming to the best state in this godforsaken country. I'm not patriotic for the US at all, but do not come for Jersey. Okay. Do not come for Jersey. That's my girl. That's my girl. I will defend Jersey to the death. Okay. And it's really interesting the dynamic and the parameters of my love for Jersey because there's so many fascists. So it's not even the people. The people are still United Station, right? So by the way, if you haven't joined our Discord, join the Discord. It is lit. We get into it in there and it gets so good. So our Discord chat, shouts to y'all. I don't even know what to tell you to do. I posted it on socials. We'll maybe put in the show notes. I don't know how to tell you to look us up on Discord, but join the Discord. And the Discord chat was trying to shouts to Aaron specifically was trying to figure out the parameters, right, of my love for Jersey because I obviously hate this country as I should, as we all should. It's a fascist hellhole. So white supremacist hellhole. So they're like, oh, what if this? They're like, what if, the entire I'm like, because here's the other thing. I want the US to lose every single game. I don't want the US to make it out of group stage. I don't think the World Cup should be played in the US at all, with the exception of Jersey, right? So they were like, so I'm like, I'm going to the final. Like, there's no question about it. Like, I'll be at that final, right? And I would hate for the US to make it. I don't want to see the US in the final, right? And so the question was, what if? So people are trying to figure out the parameters, right? I'm like, oh, fuck the US, and we're all the same. Like, no one wants the US to in the Discord. And they're like, what if the US team was made up of all people from Jersey, like players from Jersey? And I was like, no, immediately no. Immediately no, because Jersey's full of fucking fascists too. Like, like all these people causing all that ruckus on USMT, like the entitled soccer mom crowd is not it, even in Jersey, right? So it's not about the people. So they're like, what if they were all like from Uruguay and Argentina originally, and they were all anti-fascist? I was like, well, then yeah, and the reason I could say yes is because that's never going to happen, right? In any regard. And so it was just hilarious trying to figure that out. So the World Cup finals coming to East Rutherford, New Jersey. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the memes, okay? The memes are hilarious. And I love, like, I have been living for the Discord because it's like haters gonna hate, and that just fuels me. Like, they think they're making fun of Jersey. Like, you are just jealous. Like, you're clearly envious that you don't live in the greatest state, right? And so the memes are all like, oh, we're gonna have to explain to European minds what this is, and it's like a photo of like traffic or like, you know, like the turnpike and all that stuff, or European minds can't comprehend this, and it's like that disgusting abomination of a structure, which is like that American Dream Mall or whatever it is at the Meadowlands. I still call it the Meadowlands. I got called a boomer for it. I don't care. I still call it Giant Stadium too. It's MetLife. There was a great one that was like, because MetLife is ugly as fuck. It's not a nice stadium. It looked, and so one of the memes was like, oh, we only consider the most beautiful stadiums for, you know, for World Cup final. And it was like gorgeous stadium, gorgeous stadium, gorgeous stadium. And then for MetLife, it was uh an air conditioning window unit. It does look like that with like the slats. Oh my God. Listen, I got lost so bad one time at MetLife. It's a terrible stadium. One time I got lost so bad. It like security was like driving me around the parking lot trying to find my little mini coupe sitting on doves. It was a disaster. Okay. It's terrible. But like it's Jersey, baby. It's Jersey, baby. Love it or leave it. So, and then other memes about the Sopranos. They were like, oh, you know, like Italians landing in Newark, driving over to MetLife. Hilarious little scenes from the Sopranos. Um, and you know, other scenes from the Sopranos about like there was a scene where, you know, Sil and Tony are like mad at a ref at like a kids game. They posted that, and people are like, oh, you know, Italians have to make it to the World Cup because this will be the most home court like home field advantage they'll ever. It was in Spanish, so I'm trying to translate it in my head. Home field advantage they'll ever get. Their life is coming to Jersey. So good. It's just so good. You can't talk to me. You can't tell me nothing. You can't even look in my direction because this will fuel me until 2026. The World Cup is coming to Jersey, baby. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Get out of here. All right, get out of here. I'm so happy. And to shut up the haters. And by the way, let's talk about the men's national team stands because they were crying. But listen, if there's one thing that US men's national team stands are, it's spoiled brats. So they're on here already. The fact that they're so obsessed with where the US is going to play, it's like, calm down. First of all, do you know what a privilege it is to get a World Cup in your country, let alone two? This is your second one. Shut the fuck up and enjoy it. Okay. And instead, they're being little whiny babies. And no offense to babies who are so cute. Okay. Because every single group stage game is for the US is going to be played on the West Coast. Of course, because that coast ain't shit, right? So, like, yeah, throw the US over there, right? So, the stands from the East Coast are just through the best hissy fit. What do you mean? And what about the East Coast fans? All the teams are like all the games are on the like, bitch. If you care about your little fucking fascist hellhole of a country, travel I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like it's so insane that they're sitting there crying about this when like already we're celebrating the fact that the World Cup is accessible to us in terms of being where we live. Okay, like I just can't, I everything about US national team fans is disgusting. It's a like I don't understand, right? The philosophy behind cheering for this imperialist fucking piece of shit nation. So it's so good. It's so good to see them crying that all the and hopefully they won't even play a single other game outside of group stage because hopefully they won't make it out. And but yeah, but like ultimately the World Cup final is coming home. It's coming home to Jersey. Don't talk to me. And it's like what more could we ask, you know, what more could we ask? I'm so happy to just like there's so much haters, there's so much envy, you know, like the the discourse has just been so good, and I've been here for it. I've really been living for it. So on that note, let's take a little break and we'll come right back.
Don't forget to follow Franca on Twitter and Instagram at Francamente for the latest news. And lastly, please visit realfrancamente.com for bonus content, including articles, photos, and for more information about the podcast. Hey, make sure to follow and subscribe to the podcast on your favorite platform so you never miss an episode. And help us out by leaving a rating and review, and remember to share it with a friend.
And we are back. And we are back. So I want to talk about something that shows. I was thinking of a bigger word than shows, that it's not encompasses. I can't think of words. My brain's fried. That shows my superiority to other humans. Okay. Which is one of my favorite things to show. Which is that in October 2023, I don't know what date it was now. After a conversation with a confidant and friend about a very unhinged take I had at the time, I was encouraged to tweet it. And before I tweeted it, I put out a poll. And the poll was, do you want to hear my most unhinged take? And the results were overwhelmingly unanimously yes. So I tweeted my opinion with a GIF of Tamra from The Real Housewives of OC. Okay. Saying, that's my opinion, which is one of my favorite GIFs of all time. I have a sticker of it on the back of my phone, on my phone case, of that moment. And the unhinged take was as follows. Well, I've been wanting Ten Hag to get fired forever, since he set foot here. I don't even know who the fuck he is. I don't even know why he came. He has ruined our players. Like, it's a disaster. The vibes are way off. Okay, the vibes are way off at United. So my unhinged take that day was, Mauricio Pochettino is being held hostage at that nasty ass club. Let's fire the bald man and bring Pochettino home. Bring Pochettino home to where he's never been, by the way. So bring him home, to my home, right? I think that Pochettino should come to United because I want United to have a Global South coach. And to be frank, there's not too many other options that are viable. So it's not even so much about Pochettino as it is about, I want an Argentinian, a Global South manager. Okay, I think he would vibe well. So October 2023, right? Fast forward to February 2024, and a tweet goes out saying that Mauricio Pochettino is indeed being held hostage at that nasty ass club, that ratchet ass fucking raggedy ass club. Because if they let him go, which they would love to do, and he also would love to do, to leave, they would be in breach of financial fair play rules, and the penalty could be them going down to, right, like descending, because they're like mid as fuck. They're mid to low, right? They are just a mid-table team. That's all Chelsea has ever been. That's all they'll ever be. And so what delicious vindication, okay, to know that I was right in October of 2023. And to be honest, I was just talking shit. I had no proof. I also had no doubt that he was held hostage at Chelsea, but I just say shit sometimes, you know? And here we are. I was right. I was right months earlier. Pochettino is indeed, baby, come home. It's time. All right. It's time for you to come home. Um, Also, someone else that's being held hostage at Chelsea is Enzo Fernandez, whom I can't even like. I judge so hard when he even went there. I can't even comprehend why he would go to such a nasty ass club. So apparently, there were rumors that he wants to leave. So he did this crazy celebration where he like pointed to the number on his shirt and was like, calm down, and was like, oh, I'm staying here, you know, kissing the badge, that whole shit. So people are like, oh, yay, he's telling us he's staying, right? He's not going anywhere. Well, let me remind you, okay, that when Enzo Fernandez was at Benfica, he there were rumors he was going to leave, right? Like, this was post World Cup, like when he, you know, obviously won the World Cup. So like they were like, you know, he was going to go to a bigger club. I don't know why he chose Chelsea. That's a small club, but um and he did the same thing at Benfica, like pointing to the badge, like being like, calm down, I'm saying. 2 weeks later, blink, blink, blink. We need that little cartoon blink noise, right? 2 weeks later, he's gone. So I am just saying, do not believe a word out of that man's mouth, okay? Because hopefully both of them will be freed from that hell they are being held hostage in, both of those Argentinians, from that fascist ass club. So, yeah, so that's the news there. Oh, and like we got to talk about Liverpool and Arsenal. Okay, we got to talk about the way Arsenal beat Liverpool. It was so delicious. Like I don't know if this is something that I have repressed and it did used to happen, or if it's something that I'm truly finding notable now. This, like, you know, wave of managers, and it started with Klopp. Klopp did that whole dramatic ass video about how he's leaving, right? And he's like tired, but he loves this club so much and blah blah. And like, why did you do that halfway through the season? It's one thing to get sacked, and it's another to announce something like this in this way halfway through the season, when like what you're doing, but you're staying right till the end. What you're doing is you're like, my first thought with Klopp announcing is that Pep is now going to go goblin mode and like try to make sure whatever happens, you know, like so that Liverpool doesn't, so that he doesn't get that last final glory of a perfect ending, right? Like of winning the league. And like Liverpool could win the league. Unfortunately, hopefully they don't, but so it was just weird. And so I just think it would be hilarious if every single game now they just like lost. And the Arsenal game was the first set of, you know, like the first game they played. And it's just so delicious to see Arsenal thriving. I mean, Arsenal still has a mathematical chance to win the league. Um, so, you know, who knows? But that game was so good. And it was just so wholesome the way they celebrated. And then you've got all these fucking assholes, fascists, Jamie Carragher, all those fucking like idiots that just can't shut the fuck up for 1 second. The anti Arsenal sentiment, I thought it was Arsenal fans just being a little dramatic, but like it's so real. And I also just think there's something more to it. And I don't know what it is, but like these kids celebrated, right? Like what it was Erdegaard. He took the camera from the photographer an institution at Arsenal. Like he was in their documentary, and like he took the camera, flipped it around, and like was taking pictures of him, and it was just like a fun, like wholesome time. Everyone was gone. They were just like celebrating. Our titties, who also, by the way, there were rumors of him leaving, okay, and he smashed those. He said, no, I'm not. But let's again, I think there's something to this, and I don't want him to leave unless he comes to Barcelona, because Xavi also, by the way, announced he was leaving Barcelona, which I don't think that one was as much of a choice as it was kind of like forced. So he didn't get sacked, but he went out there. He insisted it's his choice, but I don't know. Okay. There's something there. And I don't think it's Xavi's fault that Barcelona's in shambles, by the way. That's another coach. Mo got sacked for what reason? For what reason? He brought glory to Roma. The fans are pissed off. They did so much tifo. They did one tifo that was like, our players have no balls. To like kind of like be like, this isn't Mourinho. Like he brought us like all the glory, right? So he got sacked. So many coaches are up for grabs. I don't know who's coming, who's going where. Anyway, so all of these pundits and whatever are like, calling out Arsenal to me like, oh, you didn't win the league. Calm down, just get in the tunnel. And it's like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Shut your big dumb fucking ass up. All right. What's my favorite? I have a favorite Twitter insult that I love to just like tweet. That's so funny. It's shut the fuck up, you big dumb bitch. Shut the fuck up, you big dumb bitch. What do you care? And also, by the way, okay, so they were like saying our titties like went a little over the top. Okay, Klopp every single game does that bullshit with the punches in the air and the whatever and the clapping, whatever. No one ever calls him out. Let people enjoy things, all right? We live in a fucking hellhole of a world, a fascist hellhole. We're all complicit in fucking genocide, okay? The world is no longer even in global warming. It's in global boiling at this point. Let people enjoy winning. That was a massive game for Arsenal. It was against Liverpool. Okay. It was, Arsenal tends to capitulate right around this time in the season. And it was a massive win. Like, just let people have their moment, right? Like, of joy. So I just thought it was so ridiculous. The hate they got. So it just made me happy. Like, whenever haters get mad, I'm just like, I enjoy it. Cause I'm like, you sweet summer child. I love it. Like, I love it. And we got to end with talking about AFCON. You already know what it is. All right. If you are not watching AFCON, you are racist. We know this, right? So AFCON finals are set. By the time this drops, it will have happened. It is Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, the hosts. Now, I did not want Nigeria to make it, but I also really didn't want South Africa. So when we got to that point, I was like, all right, Nigeria's the lesser of the two evils, just because they're like kind of like more of a powerhouse, and I like would love to see an underdog. But I do like that Cote d'Ivoire is the host. I've said it since the beginning. I have a friend from there, so I would love to see them win. And also, Cote d'Ivoire made it by the skin of their teeth. They made it by the skin of they barely made it out of group. And then every single game, it was like they were clawing their way out, right? Including, like kind of getting to the final. That wasn't like super easy. And AFCON. Listen, the semifinal, the Nigeria game was insane. There was all sorts of shit, the VAR shit. So Nigeria was up 2-0 at one point, right? And then it turns out that a VAR call from way before the goal happened, which the goal stood. There was no VAR call for that, but there had been a VAR call before. They went back, saw it, called it a penalty for South Africa, canceled the goal, took away Osimhen's goal, and then then they had to play extra time because they tied. And like, that's so AFCON. I love it. I love the chaos. We had our first watch along with Real Francamente is thriving. Real Francamente is thriving. We had our first watch along. It was amazing. Make sure you're following us on all the socials so you know when the next one is, because we're doing this again. It was so good. It was so good that it was one of the quarterfinal games that we initially set out to watch. And it was so good that we stayed for the second one. We stayed on. And then, that's when the Discord was born. So join that too, because we basically had a watch along on Discord for the Liverpool Arsenal game too. But it's been so good to like see everyone thriving. So the madness in AFCON has been just like it's another thread that's keeping me alive. I'll tell you, like there's a few threads. That's one of them. So the final set, it's a little bit boring the way that Nigeria made it to the end and like whatever, but I'm excited. I love this tournament so much. It has brought me so much joy. I'm sad that it's ending. But we've got so much good football to look forward to too for the rest of the year. So yeah, so on that note, I love y'all so much. Don't talk to me. Don't even look in my direction, okay? You can't tell me nothing. Love y'all. Catch you on the next one. And that was another episode of Real Francamente. Thank you so much for listening. I am obsessed with y'all. Please share with your like-minded friends. Follow us on socials at Real Francamente. Leave likes, comments, follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Leave comments there, ratings, reviews if you love us. Join the Discord, okay? Check out our website for more content, www.realfrancamente.com. We'll catch you on the next one. And as always, bias your football content.